Before the millions of subscribers, before the sold-out crowds, before the worldwide streaming tours, there was just a teenager with a dream. His real name is Darren Jason Watkins Jr. But today, the world knows him as IShowSpeed. Born on January 21st, 2005, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Speed grew up like many kids who loved video games, football, and making people laugh. But unlike most teenagers, he had a dream that seemed impossible. He wanted the world to know his name. In a small bedroom with a simple setup and almost no audience, he pressed the upload button. He had no idea that one day millions of people would be watching, and that was only the beginning. In 2016, at just 11 years old, Darren created his YouTube channel. He called it IShowSpeed. At first, there was nothing special about it. No expensive equipment, no professional camera, no huge audience, just a young boy who loved playing video games. His early videos focused on NBA 2K, Fortnite, and simple gaming live streams. Like thousands of other creators, he hoped someone would notice him. But almost nobody did. Some streams ended with only a handful of viewers. Sometimes the chat was completely silent. For many people, that would have been the end. But Speed kept showing up. Every upload, every live stream, every day, he believed he was getting one step closer. He didn't know it yet, but those quiet streams were preparing him for a future that would change his life forever. For years, nothing happened. No viral clips, no millions of subscribers, no worldwide fame. Just one stream after another. Darren went live almost every day. Sometimes only a few people were watching. Some viewers joined, only to leave. Minutes later, many people thought he was wasting his time. He was still a student trying to balance school, life, and streaming. It wasn't easy. There were moments when it seemed like nothing was working. But Speed had something that many creators didn't: relentless consistency. He refused to give up. Every stream was another chance. Every upload was another opportunity. He wasn't chasing overnight success. He was building something bigger, even though he couldn't see it yet. The breakthrough was getting closer. And in 2021, everything was about to change. Then, 2021 changed everything. Something about Speed was different. His energy was impossible to ignore. He wasn't trying to act like everyone else. He shouted, he laughed, he raged, he celebrated every moment like it was the biggest event of his life. People had never seen a streamer like him. Soon, short clips from his live streams started spreading across TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and Twitter. Millions of people who had never heard of IShowSpeed were suddenly sharing his videos. Every day, another clip went viral. Every week, thousands of new fans subscribed. His reactions became memes. His personality became entertainment. And for the first time, Darren realized his dream was becoming a reality. The internet had finally discovered IShowSpeed. As Speed's audience continued to grow, one passion became impossible to ignore. Football, more specifically, Cristiano Ronaldo. Speed admired Ronaldo's dedication, his winning mentality, his confidence, and his legendary "See you!" celebration. Before long, that celebration became part of Speed's identity. Fans around the world started shouting, "See you!" right alongside him. His loud reactions, his barking, his unpredictable personality, and his endless energy turned every live stream into pure entertainment. People never knew what would happen next, and that was exactly why millions kept coming back. His clips were everywhere, on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and across the entire internet. What started as simple gaming streams had become a global phenomenon. IShowSpeed was no longer just another creator. He had become one of the most recognizable faces on the internet. By 2022, Speed's popularity had exploded. He wasn't just streaming anymore. He was creating global moments. His live streams were watched by millions around the world. Every broadcast felt unpredictable. One moment, he was making people laugh. The next, he was meeting celebrities, traveling to new countries, or surprising fans in real life. Wherever Speed went, crowds followed. Fans gathered just to see him. Some waited for hours. Others ran through the streets, hoping to meet him. His live streams became more than content. They became live events from Europe to Asia, from the Middle East to South America. Speed's influence continued to grow. Language was no longer a barrier. His energy, his personality, and his passion connected with people all over the world. The kid who once streamed to almost nobody had become one of the biggest streamers on the planet. As his popularity continued to grow, Speed refused to stay in one lane. Streaming was only the beginning. He stepped into music, releasing songs that quickly gained millions of views. His music videos spread across YouTube, TikTok, and streaming platforms, introducing him to an even bigger audience. At the same time, he began collaborating with some of the biggest names in entertainment, creators, athletes, musicians, and celebrities from around the world. Every collaboration brought new fans. Every appearance made his brand even stronger. Companies also began taking notice. Major brands wanted to work with one of the fastest-growing internet personalities. What started as a teenager playing video games had become a global entertainment brand. Speed was no longer just a streamer. He had become one of the most recognizable digital creators of his generation. By 2023, Speed was no longer just an internet celebrity. He had become a global phenomenon. His live streams took him far beyond his bedroom. He traveled across the world, from Europe to Asia, from Australia to South America, and everywhere he went, the reaction was unbelievable. Thousands of fans filled the streets just to catch a glimpse of him. Some climbed buildings, others waited for hours. Many simply wanted a photo or a handshake. His live streams captured real moments, unexpected moments, funny moments, emotional moments, and sometimes complete chaos. But that unpredictability became his greatest strength. Every country brought a new adventure. Every stream created another viral moment. By now, IShowSpeed wasn't just streaming for an audience. He was bringing the world along for the journey. And with every trip, his fan base grew even bigger. The boy who once streamed to almost nobody was now being welcomed by millions across the globe.
Today, IShowSpeed is one of the biggest streamers in the world. What started with a small bedroom an old computer, and only a handful of viewers has become a global phenomenon. Millions of people wait for every live stream. Every new video becomes an event. Every trip creates another unforgettable moment. But Speed is still only getting started. He continues to travel the world, meet his fans, create bigger content, collaborate with some of the biggest names in sports, music, and entertainment. And every year, he pushes himself to reach even greater heights. His dream is no longer just about becoming famous. It's about building a legacy that people will remember for generations. His story proves that success doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of hard work, consistency, belief, and the courage to keep going even when nobody is watching. From a young gamer, streaming, to almost no one, to becoming one of the biggest internet personalities on the planet. IShowSpeed has inspired millions of people to chase their own dreams. And perhaps the most exciting part of his journey is this: his story is still being written. Thank you and for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to Bigdarze Fame Stories, because the next great success story is just one upload away.